Anyway, we've discussed the Crossfield Cup, we discussed the big Midlands derby between Warwick and Worcester and North Midlands, but there's another big derby that's going on up north where the Battle of the Roses is next Sunday in Yorkshire taking on Lancashire. So to discuss that, we're joined on the phone by the one and only Mr. Graham Hickey. Good evening, Graham.
Evening, Melly. All right.
How are you doing?
Fine, thank you. Just laid on my bed, listening and reading the comments on here.
We're not interrupting anything, are we?
No, I'm laid on my own, mate. I'm laid on my own.
Okay, that's fine. Now, the last time I saw you, you was walking around with a truss or something on your knee. You want it now? How are you now?
I'm still waiting to see a specialist about my knee on the 6th of May. Knee specialist. It's just causing me a lot of trouble, walking, and when I'm losing at balls, that's the reason, you see.
It gets a bit worse, doesn't it?
It gets worse as you as you're losing, yeah.
Yeah, we noticed that in Portugal, the limb seems to be getting a bit worse. Yeah.
Can I ask you a question, Graham?
Yes, please.
It's a very personal question, but you are a very good friend of mine. But does the red wine ease the pain?
Well, somebody says I had 3 bottles of red wine, but I don't remember drinking 3 bottles. That's the trouble.
Flicker, you wouldn't remember anything to that night, though.
Exactly.
Flicker, lad.
Anthony Aldridge is listening to this, though.
How do you compensate 3 bottles of wine coming back up then?
Well, I blamed it on that cold curry and the cold soup. That was the only downside of the presentation evening. I remember eating that and having a couple of wines, and that were it then.
Anyway, let's get back to bowls for a minute.
Yeah.
Right, Yorkshire and Lancashire, it's always a bit of a needle match, isn't it?
It is. I can't remember last time we played Lancashire. I'm not sure of that one. I don't know if you have any details there. I think it's a few years ago since we played them.
Yeah.
But since I've been playing, I don't remember playing them. But
I mean, how do you see the match going then, Graham?
I think it'll be won at Newsom. I think it's one of our banker greens, and they've gone there for the first game to try get us off to a good start. I mean, I've been reviewing the draw here that I've got in front of me. I mean, I'm probably been a bit biased here, but I just can't see Lancashire having a winner at Newsom.
Oh, right.
I think the closest they might get would be Tommy Johnson against Wayne Mosley, but he's an Huddersfield specialist.
Yeah.
So Tommy might have his work cut out against Wayne. A lot of people won't know Wayne Mosley, but he's very good round the Huddersfield area.
I mean, Lancashire, obviously, they've been a force over the years, but they've not won it since '84. I suppose part of that is they've been broken up a little bit, didn't they, with Greater Manchester and Merseyside and everything. But they've picked, I think, a good home green. I mean, they've gone for Garswood Labour and put a load of locals on there, so they're obviously going to try and build a score.
They're going to think the same at their home venue.
Yeah.
But the point is, we Lower Upton, they're over Garswood all on Wednesday night, so I think we're going to set off half hour early and go have a look at the green.
Yeah.
And just see if there's anybody about. So, yeah, that's his plan on Wednesday, to have a look at the green.
Okay. The Yorkshire team, I mean, you seem to have gone through a little bit of lean, so we all know Yorkshire have been a tremendous team over the year, but it's been about 10 years now since you've won it, hasn't it?
Well, I think it is 10 years, but if you look back, maybe not last year, we had a poor year, but I think the year before when we lost in the final, and the year before we lost in the semi-final, just be the odd chalk. You know, it had to go to 4 at home, 4 away in a playoff. So I think we're doing something right, and we're getting somewhere near. I mean, I think Greater Manchester are going to be the team to beat again. But I think we'll finish top of our group. I'm pretty confident of that.
I mean, I've looked at the draw. There seems a few new names in the Yorkshire team. Can you enlighten us on some of them?
Yeah, away from home, we're sending 3 young lads who are up and coming in Yorkshire, and one called James Hanson to start with. He's started to play in a lot of the competitions over, as we call it, over the tops. And he's a really good, I think he's about 20, 21, but a very, very good player. I think a lot of people around Manchester, Stockport, have probably heard of it. I think think he were in the Woodley final today, but I'm not. I know he didn't win it. I knew Graham Wilson had won that, so. But he's qualifying in a lot of events and very confident player. And Liam Griffin, I don't really know much about Liam. I know he's from the Bradford area, but everybody says he's a very good player. And James Davidson, I think he's based. He lives in the South Yorkshire area, but he plays all his balls over in Yorkshire. Very, very confident player. I think they'll all do very well. I don't think, I think they'll just do well and they'll get support off a lot of the experienced players that we've got in this team.
I mean, you bring in a few youngsters, so I noticed that the Fisher brothers have come into your team recent years as well. But
they're at home, the two really, I mean, Scott Fisher's set off really, won the Milnesbridge Open last week. David, he's won some sweeps and lost in final at Spen last year. They're both very confident players, and I just, especially Scott Fisher, he won't be beat anywhere. Whoever he steps on green with, he just thinks he can beat him, and he's very confident, and he can back it up as well.
I mean, the youth policy in Yorkshire seems very good, isn't it? There's a lot to encourage a lot, aren't there, the lads?
Yeah, well, I think if you look through the team, there's probably 6 or 7 young ex-junior county players in the team now. So, I mean, they're going to take time to settle in, and it might take a few years for us to get established again. But I think the experience we've got and the youth we've got, you just never know this year.
A couple of comments on the screen I'll just mention to you, Graham.
Yeah.
One, I'm not going to say just put it on, but they said that they think that Yorkshire need to get rid of some of the dead wood.
I've just looked at that. That's off.
Including you.
Yeah, including myself. Well, he might be right there.
Yeah.
That's from Gaza, isn't it?
Yeah.
He played absolutely marvellous. He played marvellous today, but I'm very surprised he turned up on a Sunday, because on a Wednesday night Super League they've been changing the fixtures and they've been playing them on a Thursday.
Oh, right.
So why are they doing that? I was very surprised them turning up today.
Are there a bunch of crooks then, are they?
They are a bunch of bloody crooks. Sorry, I nearly swore then.
Yeah. It's alright, we've got a bleep machine, it's alright.
Oh, have you got a bleep machine?
Yeah, so we're alright. I mean, that's something. I mean, I've seen comments on the internet, Graham, where they've been calling you the crook. I mean, what's all that about? I mean, a fine upstanding citizen like you, it's a bit below the belt, isn't it?
Well, I was as straight, before I went to Tong, I was as straight as you could be, until I mixed up with that bunch of villains and crooks. It's all from there, you see.
Oh, I see.
I mean,
that's what comes through going over the Pennines, isn't it?
Correct, exactly. Oh, yeah, they're probably the worst team with the villains in them. I don't want to name any names.
No.
But going back to the Portugal, it was absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
Apart from the last night.
Yeah.
The probably best sight on the trip was seeing Lynn in them white tight shorts.
Oh, I was wondering how long it'd take you to rise that, Graham.
Just hearing your voice, I can just see them shorts.
Yeah, but that's not the only thing that's been raised, is it? But we won't go near that one.
There's a comment on the screen here. I've got to ask you about some raffle at Milnesbridge. What's all that about?
Well, Gaza seems to know everything. All I know is that I won 2 prizes at Milnesbridge last Saturday night, and I was lucky enough my number come up twice. I don't know how it come up twice, but it come up twice. I only won a box of chocolates and a bag of licorice all sorts.
Was it? Oh, great, okay. So did you draw the raffle then?
I didn't draw the raffle, but my ticket came out twice, which I couldn't understand. So I just don't think there were me involved. I think, I did only buy 1 ticket. Somebody said I did, but it came out twice. I don't know how.